That's who I am. As he said, I'm a dentist. That's what I do. I make people laugh. When I sit down there and I look at somebody and I look them in their eyes, and they're smiling and they're just happy because they're so happy to be there. And I'm like, you got two options. We can either do a root canal, and that's going to be awesome. You're going to love that. I mean, it's going to be really cool. Or we can pull this front tooth, and you're going to look amazing. You're going to look awesome. I mean, you're going to do your state proud. I mean, seriously. All kidding aside, most dentists I know, we have kind of a low self-esteem. It's the truth. First of all, I go to my kids and I'm like, I can get that splinter out, let me work on that for you. And they're like, no, Dad, don't touch it, it hurts. I'm like, I'm a doctor. I can do this. And then my 6-year-old looks up at me and goes, you're not a doctor, Dad, you're just a dentist. Man, no respect even at home. I'm like, my letters have an MD in it. I don't know if the D stands for what I got in pathology or what, but, that's all right. But yeah, so I struggle with my self-esteem. Most of the time my patients will sit there and they'll look at me and they're like, of all the places I could be in the whole world, this is the last place I would ever want to be. I would rather give birth to another child. I've got 8 children. I've seen that happen. I've seen twins come up out of the womb directly. I'm like, wow, that hurts. And then they're like, no. What I'm trying to say is I hate the dentist. That's still me. I'm still hurting here. But, I've been working on my self-esteem. When I was in high school, I was a minority also. So I appreciate, what David had to say here. I was known as the skinny kid. I think skinny kids, they kind of get a bad rap, because, look at people who are overweight. I mean, you get government assistance, people are talking about it, but not the skinny people. No. Everyone looks over and says, oh, you're so lucky, you're skinny. Have you ever walked out in the middle of summer wearing a long sleeve sweater because you're afraid your little skinny arms are going to go out? You're wearing long pants so that people don't call you chicken legs? That's painful. That is very painful to be that skinny kid. That was me. So I struggled with this. And one day my senior year, I was starting to come up out of this, and this girl comes up to me, and she played basketball, cute girl, and she's like, Rich, there's a lot of girls who think you're kind of cute. I'm thinking, this is it. I finally made it. I've waited all these years. I must be filling out or something. That testosterone must be finally working its way through me. And, and so I'm feeling good. This is, 93. My 90210 moment is coming. I'm feeling like, I'm like Dylan. My sideburns are, filling out too. And I'm like, this is it. This is my moment. And then she stops and she looks at me and goes, so have you ever thought about working out or maybe lifting some weights? Yeah, that was painful. So, I looked at her and I told her the truth. I'm like, a couple days ago I was, doing some shoulder pushing and some, push around things and some chest compressions. But, it's been a couple days, so maybe I'm just not as pumped. But, I'm doing all right now. Like I said, I'm married. I've got 8 kids. That's not a joke. This is the truth. They're all mine and my wife's. So no prejudice against Brandy and her disability as well. Anyways, my oldest is a 15-year-old girl, and my youngest is a 5-month-old baby. And they're actually got a lot in common if you know a 15-year-old girl and a baby, because they both just start crying for no apparent reason. And you're wondering, what do I need to do? And most of the time, you just got to give them some food, put them in bed, and hope that in the morning that they're going to be feeling better. That's the truth. So, but having a 15-year-old, I've gotten onto Facebook. And, I'm trying to figure all this social media stuff out. And I'm on there so honestly so I can keep kind of a track on her. But I just haven't figured it out. You know, in my day, when people wanted to look good, they'd go to glamour shots and they'd put a feather boa around them. You know, they'd be like, oh. But I don't know what it is on Facebook. It's like the new way to look good is to take that picture of you in the bathroom mirror. They're like looking, they're like, how do I show something that somebody wants to see here? And I'm looking at these pictures going, is that sexy now? I'm like, wait a minute. You need to flush that before you take that picture. That's horrible. Man, that's just nasty. So I hope that, you know, I guess that's what boys are looking for these days, but, you know, I don't know. So, thank you very much. You guys